Hi, this is Dave, Fell Running Guide. Welcome to this week's navigation task. Quite a straightforward task this week, I think, but we'll see. Basically, I want to know where this trig point is on the map. There are three possible places where it can be. I want you to identify those three places and then identify which is the actual one or the correct location. The map that we're using is the Harvey map 1 to 25,000 Superwalker, and I've got a licensing agreement with Harvey's to use their maps. So the first thing we need to do is work out how to identify a trig point on the map. Now on a Harvey's map, the trig point is this. It's a black triangle with a little dot inside it, a little black dot. That's different to the Ordnance Survey symbol, and that solid black triangle is a cairn. So what we want to do is find this symbol on the map, the triangle with a little black dot inside it. So let's look for that to start with. So we've got three possible locations where that trig point could be. The first one over here, this 507 point there, and just maybe zoom in a little bit for you. You see that little symbol, and then the other two are over to the northeast of the map. We've got one here at Marjorie Hill and one here unnamed. It's actually outer edge trig point. Nowhere else on the map has those symbols, so it's got to be one of those three. Now we need to work out which one, so we need to have a closer look at the photo. Okay, what can we see? So we're on a reasonably flat area, and then looking away, the ground drops out of sight on this horizon line here, and then looks like it goes up the other side, and we've got this big broad flat area here, and then beyond that the ground rises again, and we've got this quite a big rocky area here going up to the high horizon. Other things to note, just off to the right of that looks like there's another area of rocks, a bit harder to see, and then looks like we might have a drainage line coming down here. Then in the middle distance we've got this, looks like there's a drainage feature leading pretty much from this rocky area down and then out of sight into a valley before going back up to us. So can we see any of that on the map? Let's start with these two trig points first off. So this one, 541 height, is higher than all the ground around it. The ground is falling away down here to the east, falling away down to the west, and dropping again to the south. And there's nowhere really on the map that's any higher than this point. And on the photo we were looking across flat area, and then the ground was rising away in the distance, but these are higher points. Both of these are higher than all of the land around it really, so that kind of makes us feel that those aren't likely to be the trig points. And also I can't see a rocky area in the distance on the high horizon that they could be, so probably not those two. So let's have a look at the third option, which was the one over to the southwest of the map. So it's on a flatter area. Could we possibly be looking northwards? We've got this river west end running roughly east-west here. We saw the ground disappear and then rise up again the other side. So it rises up the other side, and then we had that flatter area there, and then rocks on the horizon. So could they be Griner stones? And we also had this stream that was draining away pretty much from the direction of grinder stones down and out of sight. So could that be that there? So back on the photo, the River West End tucked away in this dead ground out of sight here, and then there's that big flat area, there's that little stream that we just identified, and there's the high ground of Griner stones. So let's go back to the map and confirm. So looking over River West End, that's the stream, there's Griner stones, and then here this is that other drainage feature we could just see on the photo as well. So those are your answers this week. So those were our 3 possibilities, but by looking at the landscape and this Griner stones and this River West End, we can work out that this was the actual one. Some people zoomed in and looked at the number on the flush bracket and then Googled it, which is one way of doing it, but obviously that doesn't really help with you interpreting your maps. So anyway, hope you found that interesting. Thanks for watching. Look out for next week's navigation task. Bye for now.